Greetings! D4DJ time. This is going to be episode 5 of the series, or season 2, episode 5, more realistically. And I'm super excited today because this episode is going to be the mermaid episode. That doesn't mean there's going to be mermaids in it. It means the group Mermaid has their episode happening here. I hope it's based a lot around Mermaid and it doesn't like cut to other bands too much, because I would love a full Mermaid episode, please. It's hard to say who my favorite group is in D4DJ. It changes a lot because like I love the sort of vibe of what are their names? Photon, Maiden. But I love like Happy Around as protagonists. Like I think they're the perfect protagonists for a series like this. But also I love Peaky's music the best, I think. Like they're the music that I often go to listen to. And Rondo, unfortunately, are my least favorite. Lyrical Lily, I think their music is cute, and I'll listen to their songs occasionally. And Mermaid, I like Mermaid songs. I like their characters as a whole, but the thing that puts Mermaid really high up there for me is Rika is undoubtedly my favorite character in D4DJ, the whole series. Something about her, everything about her just like checks all the boxes of characters that I like. So I love Rika, and that's why I'm really excited for this episode. But I also love Saori. I think Saori and Rika are a nice little 1-2 punch. And the other two characters ain't too bad either. So anyway, we're going to be getting into this episode. If you like D4DJ, then let me know in the comments. Tell me your favorite characters or bands or whatever. Like I would love to know. And also, if you want to watch the full-length reaction, as well as get exclusive videos and early access, you can go to my Patreon account in the description below and check that stuff out. But otherwise, just support the channel and let's get into episode 5 of D4DJ. Here we go. You were inspired by it? Aww. That's cute. Oh, collab with God. Oh. Wow. Oh, it's so cute. Yeah, that's pretty good. Not too bad English. She's been doing that Duolingo English. Laura Bradley. Hey, if they're friends, maybe this is your in. Oh, really? That's nice. Oh, sorry. Oh, that's exciting. That's so exciting. This is so cute, them doing English. Saudi? Oh yeah, tons. Poor Saudi. Yeah. Chan. E-pencil? Why do you need that? Oh, I see. She basically is doing Duolingo. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Saori.
Wow.
The song you wrote, it was really good. I'm so excited to be working together.
Wow, hearing just perfect English in anime is very weird.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too. これはどういう意味の絵文字？
Do you need to know what those emojis mean? It's a heart.
Get started.
It's probably amazing. Yeah? Oh. Aw, she's very sweet. It's all about the energy. I guess so. If she's very successful, surely you guys could get a translator.
Maybe I wasn't able to get my idea across. What I want to listen to is your
Yeah, you do one.
You need to relax. How about we just have a chat today?
She's so
I'm
stressed.
actually into old Japanese music recently. What kind of music do you like?
Look at her.
We can take our time.
I love the thumbs up. They're so cute. Aw, poor Saori. Look at all those bloody books. It's higher than her head. Oh, this is really sad. I wish I just had a translator. Oh, Rika, you're trying. Is she just sleeping? No, she's not sleeping. Yeah, look at those bags. My god. Wow, I'm this crazy? Aww. Okay. Oh, so you're going for that sort of vibe? Too focused on creating music that you didn't listen to new music? I love Rika. I didn't like the song at the start, but now that the bass is dropped, I like it. Oh, I like that she's bobbing along to the music. Yeah. That's so cute. Oh. Aw, I'm so happy. She just makes that exact same song.
This is a completely new mermaid song. This is what I wanted to hear. Saori's melody. It's bright, cheerful, and it screams your love for music.
Here we go. Now they're bloody collaborating.
Awesome. Saori, you smiled for the first time.
Aww. That's all she wanted.
This kind of retro feeling.
Aww. Yeah, of course Maho would be super excited about that. Okay, give me this. Give me this, please. DMF? Okay. Although, I think she said, Dear My Friend. The song's called DMF, but I think Rika said, Dear My Friend. Dear My Friend, though. I love the way they animate Saori's expressions. It's amazing. Oh yeah, this does feel like a mermaid song. Their songs are very busy, but it's that nice club vibe. Ah, she looks so proud of herself. Very nice. I want to hear the full song. See how that progresses. Yeah, she's happy. Oh my god. You have to learn a whole new language. Oh my god. It's funny, I don't normally watch the previews of the episodes, but I heard when, like, I went to pause the episode, I heard, hello! And I stopped the reaction part, but I still watched the preview. I didn't look at the visuals too much, but I just listened to it, because it was Maho's voice actress going like, hello, I'm Maho from Happy Around, and I'm gonna be speaking English. And I think that's really cute, because Maho's voice actress also does the character of Maho in the English dub as well. It's like how Saliyamaki does Carol in both the English and Japanese of Tomo-chan. It's the same thing here, where Maho's voice actress does both the Japanese and the English for D4DJ. And so I think it's just funny that they had the little preview in this episode have her speak English, because she's clearly pretty fluent in English. That was a very nice episode. That might have been my favorite episode of the season so far. It had this band that I absolutely adore. It focused on Saori, which, I mean, I love Rika. I love Rika so much. Saori, though, is like the protagonist of Mermaid. Like, she's the one that it's good to frame episodes and stories through her, because she's, I guess, like the most normal one, but she, like, you know, has all this anxiety and stuff, so a lot of the self-improvement will come from her and the progression will come from her, and she's a very interesting character to follow. I love Saori. I think she's just great. But Rika is like, I love Rika because she's like adorable and she's impulsive like that, and she just gets along with everyone, you know. She just has that, like, energy, that vibe to her, where, like, I can totally understand how Laura Bradley would, like, meet Rika, you know, when Rika's overseas doing vacationing or whatever. Rika and Laura Bradley would meet and they'd instantly become friends and go partying together and drinking together and stuff. Like, I think Rika's just that kind of person where she'll just win you over and, like, drag you into a bunch of different things and, like, let you have a great time, you know? Just the kind of person she is. And so far, I feel like the anime has been giving Rika so much love in terms of the effort they put into all of her shenanigans, you know? So, I mean, obviously they have the little 2D sprites of her face and stuff that they use to when she's being goofy or whatever. So there's that. But on top of that, in the double mix OVA, there was like a thing of her like watching a smoothie be made, and she was like doing this like jump up and down excited thing that they animated the shit out of. That looks like really, really great. They had so much stuff in that actually that felt like they were animating Rika extra energetically. And then in this episode, they also had what was it? There was one specific part that I thought was like really, really well animated, or like just felt really great. But I can't remember what it was. I cannot remember what it was, but I remember there was one other part in this where Rika seemed like she was like impeccably well animated. And I just really appreciate that they put all that time and energy and effort into animating her, because she's my fave, and I really enjoy it. But yeah, this episode focused a lot on language barriers and English speaking and stuff. And here's the thing. Like, I only speak English, right? I know the tiniest bit of Duolingo Japanese, where I can say basic phrases in Japanese, but But for the most part, you know, I am purely an English speaker. Now, as a sort of, you know, privileged white English speaker, you know, the language barrier stuff is something that is something that I don't have to deal with. Where if you're someone who is in a non-English speaking country, English is so prevalent in the world that you kind of have to, on some level, a lot of the time, overcome some sort of language barrier, because people expect you to know English, even though you don't live in an English-speaking country. So that's got to be very difficult on its own. And I think something that's really tricky about speaking in a second language is, in our brains, we know that, okay, people who speak broken English, but English is their first language, like the people who grew up learning English and still speak poor English, they're normally unintelligent people, right? Because it's like they weren't educated on how to speak correctly, or they, you know, choose not to speak correctly, and like that's just the instant. I'm trying not to make a judgment on that, but I'm saying this is the instant like brain impulse that happens. Is like, this person is uneducated because look how articulately I'm speaking, and listen to how they're speaking, you know. So that's the thing you jump to, and that's the unfortunate thing with this situation, is like, when you are unable to communicate in the language to the other person effectively, of course it's going to make you self-aware and self-conscious about your own weaknesses, and make you sound like you don't know what you're talking about, you know? And I mean, to Laura Bradley's credit, I think the entire time she was going like, don't worry about the language stuff, let's just let's just worry about the music, you know? Like, I think the problem was Saori was focusing so hard on the language side of things that she was missing the music side of things. But I think the sad thing is, like, when Saori was speaking in English and I could hear her speaking in English, it really makes me, like, in my head go, I have met so many non-English speakers who speak English like this, you know, like non-native English speakers who this is how they speak English, obviously, like this sort of broken, stilted, slow English. And it makes you sort of rethink all of those experiences, because now I'm thinking about it from their perspective, trying to speak to me in English and having a lot of trouble with it, you know? Because yeah, like we know Saori's personality very well from this show, you know. We hear her speaking with her friends normally and stuff, and then as soon as she starts to speak English, we see, like, or at least I'm gonna use my I statements now. I see, like, I suddenly see this almost different personality, even though it's not a different personality, but I perceive it as different because of my, you know, inherent weird mental biases. So I immediately start seeing this, like, sort of different person, and I see this person that I feel like I can put myself in the shoes of someone who, I can put myself in the shoes of Laura Bradley, who's just trying to understand what she's saying, you know, and just follow along with the basic sentence that she's saying. And yeah, her sentiments, like Saori's sentiments, as complex as they may be, come across as pretty shallow, because all she can really say is great, good, sounds good, you know, when what she's trying to say is like, you know, I think the melody comes together really well here. You've added some a style that I associate with Mermaid, but I was too blinded by the type of song that I was trying to make that I didn't add in our own flair, so you've added that for me. She can't express all of that feeling in English because she just knows how to say apple and hello and where's the bathroom. So all she can really go is like, good, great, amazing, you know? But yeah, it's just, I just think watching an episode like this always makes me think of stuff like that. Because it's tough. Language barriers are really, really tough, and I wish they didn't have to exist. And I would have loved if there was a translator there between them, you know. I just want to see a scene. Like, I know it wouldn't make for as interesting an episode if there was, but I just now want to see like a scene where they get a translator in and they just get to speak to each other normally with the translator speaking, like being the go-between between them or whatever. Or they just do like what some, you know, I think some VTubers do this and stuff as well when they're doing collabs, you know, a Japanese VTuber and an English VTuber are doing a collab. They will put it into Google Translate and then make Google Translate read it out and then try to say it, you know? So they'll just like go ding, and then they'll listen to it and then they'll turn to the other VTuber and go, what is your favorite food, you know? Or if that doesn't even work, you could actually just play out Google Translate what they're saying from your phone. So you could just get out Google Translate. In fact, I'll do it right now. Hold on. So yeah, you could just like, if you were a Japanese person, you could type in a thing, click translate, and then just go like,
do you love watching Gent watches?
You know, do you love watching Gent watches? Or if I was an English person, I could just type it in for Japanese. And then you're communicating with each other, you know? It'll be slow, but it'll probably be faster than what they're doing. But anyway, that's D4DJ. So thank you very much for watching this episode. I really loved it. Next time, I think we're getting Happy Around, considering Maho was doing the little ending speech. But thank you for watching. I will see you next time. Goodbye.